Aloha and welcome to the United Japanese Society of Hawaii's inaugural virtual Culture Day in Hawaii. Culture Day, or Bunka No Hi, is a national holiday held annually in Japan on November 3rd for the purpose of promoting culture, the arts, and academic endeavors. In Japan, festivities may include art exhibitions, parades, and award ceremonies for distinguished artists and scholars. Culture Day was first held in 1948 to commemorate the announcement of the post-war Japanese Constitution on November 3, 1946. Thanks to the good work of past presidents Shiri Tamura and Francis Kuba, we bring this tradition to Hawaii. Today we honor and celebrate performing artists from Hawaii. With their grace and artistry, they continue to provide much enjoyment to all of us. It is their commitment and passion for the arts that perpetuate our Japanese arts and culture. UJSH is proud to showcase performers representing culture and arts organizations, Kenjin Kai, and others, all who share the same passion and love for Japanese culture and arts in Hawaii. We hope you enjoy today's program.
Aloha everyone, I'm happy to be able to join you at UJSH's first ever Bunka No Hi celebration. November 3rd is the Bunka No Hi in Japan and is a holiday to promote its traditional culture and arts. This holiday falls in the season typically known as Geijutsu no Aki, or the Arts of Autumn, and is celebrated with various events related to culture and arts. I've been in Hawaii for now over a year, and I continue to be inspired even with the ongoing pandemic, as the many opportunities to experience here traditions so unique to Japan, even though most have been virtual. Today's Bunka No Hi program is a great example of this. The passing on of culture in any society is a collaborative effort. It is commitment to practice and preserve traditions to keep alive the connections with those who came before us, for the sake of our younger generations, so that they may do the same. Mahalo to UJSH President Wendy-san, event chairs Francis-san and Sherry-san, and the many members and volunteers who put in so much of their time and efforts to make this Bunka No Hi virtual celebration a reality. We may be physically apart, but it's still so nice to all be able to share in this experience together. Having said this, I am ready now to enjoy the program with you. Mahalo and ありがとうございました。
Aloha and welcome. Thank you for joining United Japanese Society of Hawaii Bunka No Hi or Culture Day events. My name is Naomi Satake. I'm from Japan and I'm a member of Hawaii Yamagata Kenjin Kai. Bunka No Hi November 3rd is a national holiday. 11月3日は文化の日で日本の祝日になります。It was the day to celebrate Emperor Meiji's birthday. その日は明治天皇陛下のお誕生日をお祝いする日でした。After the World War II, it's a day for people to love freedom and peace and promote culture. 第二次世界大戦後は国民が自由と平和を愛し、文化を促進するための日になりました。The people who contributed Japanese cultures are awarded 文化勲章 The Order of the Culture Merit. 日本の文化に貢献した人たちは文化勲章を授けられます。Many culture events and festivals are held by schools, museum, community, and so on. 学校や博物館、地域社会などたくさんの文化イベントやお祭りが開かれています。So please sit back and enjoy our presentation. どうぞ。
収穫崩れしままの石垣に哀れを誘う枕場ややだまの後のここかしこ昔を固く覆っても平川青く苔むして工場よ一人何しのぶたたずにおれば身にしみて空ゆく鳥の声悲し
Aloha, my name is David Higa. Iwakuni Odori Aikokai is a bon dancing, drumming, and singing club with over 68 years of goodwill and dedication. The members continue to preserve and perpetuate the cultural heritage of the performing folk arts of Japan. We promote and teach the traditional Iwakuni style bon dances, related minyo, originally choreographed dances, and music. Currently, we participate in numerous bon dances held at temples and festivals, as well as community service events at schools and institutions all around Hawaii. Iwakuni Yoi Toko translates to Iwakuni is a wonderful place. The dance depicts looking and enjoying the Kintai Bridge, Iwakuni Castle, the Nishiki River, and the White Snake Museum. The dance ends by joining hands as we take pleasure in the sights of Iwakuni City.
貝橋をそっと忍んで渡りゃんせ主と二人で手を取り合えばよいとこせ
水に鏡映して下る深いなところ錦川頼みますぞえ引き綱さばき
瀬戸の内海波さえ静か霞む島影まこかと眺め千両の鼓が裏にゃよいとこせ
昔城下へおかごを止めてはるか見上げたお城山今じゃ空港ちょっと舞い上がりよいとこせ秋のもみじで見染めた肩と春の桜で開く胸それもそのはず白蛇様にかけたおのあなた方開幕によいとこせ
Hi, Sai Gusio. My name is Pat Miyashiro, your HOA 2021 president. So, I'd like to talk about the HOA. The HOA was established as the United Okinawan Association, or UOA, in September 21st, 1951. Today, we have 50 different member clubs and about 40,000 members in the association. Our Hawaii Okinawa Center was completed in 1990 through the efforts of the Niseis that started a fundraising program that started back about 15 years ago. It was a concept that was thought about, and it came to fruition in 1990 when the Okinawa Center was built. Here at the Okinawa Center, there are many programs, and I'd like to mention three of them. The first one is the student exchange program that has been, the Hawaii Student Exchange Program that has been in existence for about 30 years. It's one of the more popular ones that students can relate to because March of every year, students from Okinawa come down and stays with the host families from Hawaii. And in June, it reverts back to Okinawa with the students from Hawaii going to the Okinawan families and staying there for a couple of weeks. It's truly an Ichariba Chode event, which means when we meet, we're like families. And so it prolongs the lasting relationship that the children can gather with each other, and it just completes the program of Chimigukuru Tichi, All Hearts United as one. One of the most popular programs that we have is the Children's Day Camp, which begins in June during the summer vacation. And this is a program which has more volunteers and student participation. So the volunteers enjoy the program just as well as the participants that are in this program. It's a 4-day event, and it teaches the children all the Okinawan values of plantation days and how the Isseis struggle to survive in this environment, and they really enjoy it. The other one is our famous Hawaii Okinawan Festival, which started back in 1984 at Alamona Park in McCoy Pavilion. We had it there for a couple of years, and then it moved to Thomas Square for about 3 years, and then we moved to Kapilani Park for about 15 years, and then we moved to the Convention Center back in 2018 for 2 years. And then a funny thing happened. COVID hit, and we couldn't do our festival in live person. So we did a virtual festival back in 2020. This year we did another virtual festival.
HOA's mission is to promote, preserve, and perpetuate the Okinawan culture here in Hawaii. For many people, this often starts with learning Okinawan performing arts. We are so lucky to have many talented senseis and groups here in Hawaii who teach Okinawan dance, sanshin, a 3-stringed instrument much like the shamisen, taiko, shisa, or guardian lion, and other performing arts. I believe that having so many members with a strong cultural pride and identity is one of our treasures and the reason our organization and community strive and remain strong. For me, my passion in learning Okinawan Eisa and taiko dancing with the young Okinawans of Hawaii have made me prouder of being Okinawan and wanting to do more to support our community. Regardless of your affiliation, I think it's our duty to encourage our younger generation to take pride in our heritage and participate in one of many performing arts groups or organizations. This is our key to staying strong for generations to come.
The HOA is made up of 50 clubs. These clubs started back in 1951 with just 14 clubs. Many of these clubs represent their geographic areas or their homelands back in Okinawa, like Yomitan, Chatan, Itoman. There's so many, some actually go into their towns and villages. That's why they're called Aza. We also have interest groups that represent different interests, such as the All-Women's Okinawan Club, Hui Olau Lima, or Helping Hands. We have Hui Maka'ala, which was started to help Uchinanchu students here in Hawaii attend the University of Hawaii. There's OGSH, the Okinawa Genealogical Society of Hawaii, who can help you find your ancestors or your roots with a database of over 19,000 names. There are also the neighbor island clubs, 4 clubs on the island of Hawaii, the Maui Okinawa Club, and on Kauai, Hui Aulu. If you're interested in joining any of these clubs, don't hesitate to call the Hawaii United Okinawa Associations or go to our website, hoa.org.
I'd like to thank the United Japanese Society of Hawaii for allowing us to participate in this Bunka No Hi program. Ipe nihe debiru, mahalo, and aloha.
Infusing Japanese culture in your life. If your life experiences have grown your interest in Japanese culture, you may want to infuse Japanese culture in your life. Here's a quick look at some of the traditions. Kokoro from the heart, cherish Japanese traditions in Hawaii. The family crest or mon is a symbol of honor that was bestowed on a family for their achievements or loyalty and then passed on through the parental line. There are thousands of designs and many are of flowers and plants. Others depict animals, earth, nature, building structures, utensils, geometrics, or characters. In Japan, family crests are often positioned on the back, sleeves, and breast areas of kimono worn by the family. Good luck symbols. Good luck symbols are plentiful in the Japanese culture. The crane, daruma, maneki neko, pine, bamboo, plum, turtle, and odd numbers are familiar in the personal lives, businesses, and families of Japan. Each has its own history and meaning. For example, did you know that Japanese favor odd numbers when selecting dates or giving gifts? Shrines and temples. You may have seen a shrine or temple in your neighborhood, but you're not sure what it is. Shrines are related to the Shinto religion, and temples are related to the Buddhist religion. Although outwardly they may appear to be similar in the architectural style, in Japan there are many to choose from. Some may be a visitor's attraction because it is beautiful gardens or historical significance. When visiting one, make a wish of good fortune by dropping coins into the offering box, bowing toys, and clapping toys. Then purchase an amamori for your bag or omikuhiji or ema to tie or hang on a structure or tree on the grounds. New Year's celebration. While your family may already observe many Japanese New Year's traditions, it may help to have a little background. A first visit to a temple or shrine at the start of the new year is called Hatsumode, and it is to express gratitude for the past year and pray for guidance and protection in the new year. The display of mochi symbolizes good luck. Even foods served for New Year's have symbolism. Ozoni, soup and for strength and prosperity. Kuromame for good health and success. Konbu make for happiness. Hasu for the wheel of life, and tai, fish for good health. Wedding celebrations. Wedding celebrations often blend the traditions of the families. In Hawaii, the bride and groom may choose to include the traditions of folding 1,001 origami cranes and then displaying them at the wedding reception. It is symbolically appropriate because the folding of cranes represents patience, a value virtue for a successful marriage. The bride folds 1,000 cranes, and the groom folds the final crane. It is also a tradition for guests to give the toast from the guests to the couple, Shindo Shimpu Bonsai. That is followed by the toast from a family member to the guest, Raihin no Minasama Banzai. Birthday celebrations. The opportunity to celebrate a special age of a family member comes around just once. Birthdays 7, 5, and 3 are auspicious for children and celebrated with a visit to a shrine and special foods. Renting a kimono and having them dressed for this day makes it especially fun, and as special as it is, be one of the rare occasions to wear a kimono. Taking a photo with family is a must, and not to leave out adults. Women are celebrated on their 19th and 33rd birthdays, and men on their 25th, 42nd, and 60th birthdays. Japanese crafts. Japanese have a long history of crafting. You too can also engage in crafting in your home using washi paper. There is chiogami used to make paper dolls or items that can be used around the home. Oshibana also uses washi paper to create beautiful decor to be displayed in the home or be given as a gift. If a trip to Japan is being planned, you may want to go to a shop that sells washi paper and buy some for your crafting projects. You will be surprised by the array of colors and designs. Origami, the art of folding paper. A more well-known craft is origami, that involves folding square pieces of paper into objects that depict plants, animals, objects, or boxes. Origami paper is usually printed or colored on one side, but there are origami that have prints or colors on both sides. Simple origami can be made into a helmet, balloon, or box. It is a fun activity to engage in and a wonderful part of the Japanese culture to pass on to others interested in Japanese culture. There are also complicated origami, such as a spiral box that uses 16 sheets of origami and results in a stunning piece of origami. Japanese accents for the home. If you desire to turn your home into a living space that reflects the Japanese culture, major renovations are not needed. A space against the wall with a small, low table can emulate a tokonoma or alcove. Here, a scroll or picture can be hung, and a bonsai or Japanese item can be displayed on the table. Another way to capture the feel of the Japanese culture is to create a small display of a Japanese ceramics piece or a few items of cobalt blue with a shoji screen as background. Celebrating with food. Japanese culture takes the celebration of special events to an exciting level with food. Even observing Hinamatsuri or Girls' Day or Boys' Day usually includes not only a display of dolls or kinobori, but also special foods that are symbolic in wishing the child good health and happiness. The visit of special friends or family is celebrated with the preparation of a meal using special recipes and serving them in ceramic tableware. Dining etiquette. And while the use of chopsticks is a challenge in itself, be aware of the do's and don'ts related to dining etiquette when dining in a Japanese restaurant or as a guest in a Japanese home. An important etiquette rule is to never pass food from one person's chopsticks to the other person's chopsticks. Two other important don'ts. Don't stab food with your chopsticks, and don't rub disposable wooden chopsticks or waribashi together to smoothen the rough edges. A great resource on Japanese cultural traditions is Kokoro, Cherished Japanese Traditions in Hawaii. It contains the information presented in this video and more. In addition, there are recipes and craft instructions. It is available through the Japanese Women's Society Foundation for $20 that includes postage for shipment within the U.S. The check can be sent to P.O. Box 3233, Honolulu, Hawaii 96801, or go to the website at jwsf.org. Thank you so much for watching our video.
Hello everyone, my name is Anju Madoka. I'm a member of Bunka No Hi from Osaka, Japan. Thank you very much for having me and letting me perform for the Japanese Cultural Day event. This time I visited the rice field for shoot a video. I hope everyone enjoy. それではどうぞ。
ことさほねんほにほね
Bunka no Hi omedetou gozaimasu. Aloha, Ken Saiki here. On behalf of all our Hawaii Meiji Kai members, I extend our Culture Day greetings to all of you. November 3 has special significance for Hawaii Meiji Kai members. It's Emperor Meiji's birthday and was initially celebrated as a national holiday during his reign until his death in 1912. Meiji Setsu was reinstated as a national holiday in 1927 and subsequently became Culture Day in 1948. While Emperor Meiji's reign brought about major political, economic, and social change that modernized Japan, it spawned renewed appreciation of Japanese values and traditional arts and literature. Hawaii Meiji Kai was established in 1958 with the idea of passing on the Meiji spirit and mind to future generations. In 1971, it led the effort to restore the Gannen-mono Memorial and Makiki Japanese Naval Cemetery. It continues to maintain the grounds for ceremonial visits by imperial family members, government officials, and self-defense force units from Japan. Bunka no Hi is celebrated in various ways in Japan, including festivals, traditional arts performances, and cultural events. The Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force observes the occasion by decorating its ships in port with colorful signal flags and pennants. For this special occasion, let's all join together to celebrate and appreciate Bunka no Hi and Japanese culture. In our own favorite ways, of course. Kanpai!
Aloha and haitai! Bunka no Hi omedetou gozaimasu! I'm Francis Nakachi Kuba with the Tamagusuku Ryu Senjukai Francis Nakachi Ryubu Dojo. We are happy to celebrate the Bunka no Hi with you and sharing our rich Okinawan culture and traditions. Our mission is to spread peace, joy, and love through our heartfelt artistry of Okinawan dance arts to the world, one dance at a time. Our vision is to enrich lives, inspire hope, and bring joy and happiness to the community through our dance. We participate in performing at various community events such as for United Japanese Society of Hawaii, Hawaii United Okinawa Association, and Japanese Culture Center of Hawaii, just to name a few. We also supported events and performed in Okinawa, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and New York. Currently, we have approximately 30 students ranging from 3 to 80 years young. Okinawan dance arts are rich in history and traditions. Stories are told through music and dance, and they are passed down from generations to generations. Developing the right mindset and etiquette is an integral part of learning the dance. We appreciate the ancestors and all who have come before us in preserving the culture. We are grateful for our grandmasters in Okinawa, Yoshiko Tanida Sensei and Mieko Kinjo Sensei, founder of Senjukai, for teaching us over the years. We take great pride in our culture. Dancing allows us to connect to our roots and heritage. It is a way of giving back to the community and show appreciation to all the pioneers who have made many sacrifices to give us a better life. I want to continue to inherit their heart and strength and perpetuate the culture through dance. Now, here is a dance tribute to celebrate Bunka no Hi.
Oh
Because all of you who have supported us in the culture and arts, we are able to enrich lives, inspire hope, and bring joy and happiness to the community through our dance. 一平二平デービル and ありがとうございました。
Aloha everyone, Aulani here, your Miss Teen Aloha State American Scholar. The song that I'll be singing is Kawa no Nagare no Yoni by Misora Hibari, and it is a privilege to be able to share this song with UJSH and everyone involved. Thank you so much for putting together another wonderful and exciting program. It is a privilege to be a part of this group and be able to share our cultural heritage. Aloha everyone!
Shirazū 歩いてきた細く長いこの道振り返れば遥か遠くふるさとが見えるでこぼこ道や曲がりくねった道地図さえないそれもまた人生川の流れのように緩やかにいくつも時代すること終わりのないこの道愛する人そばに連れて夢探しながら雨に降られてぬかるんだ道でいつかはまた晴れる日が来るから川の流れのように
Thank you for watching and celebrate 文化の日 with us. We would like to thank all the supporters and viewers for helping us to keep wonderful Japanese traditions and culture alive. 皆様ご視聴ありがとうございます。素晴らしい日本の伝統や文化を守り続けてこれているのも皆さんのサポートのおかげです。本当にありがとうございます。そしてこれからも UJSH のサポートよろしくお願いいたします。So most important, we are 健康 good health, and 元気 and also 絆。So I wish you have a good, wonderful the rest of year, and we will see you next year. Bye!